Hello YouTube, welcome back to my Near Ironman challenge. In the last video I described the rules of the challenge. In this video I'll be working on getting some skills up and making a little bit of cash without using the GE. So seeing as how my character just got off Tutorial Island, I haven't purchased a bond yet, so I guess, well, I already purchased a bond but I haven't used it yet. So I'm using that now. And I guess I should tell you, my character wanted you to know that it is Cryptic Flips, and it is proud to be a member 10 minutes into the game. Anyway, so I guess to start things off, I figured I'd do a couple of quests. Right now I'm thinking I'll do the Cook's Assistant quest and the Sheep Shearer quest, and then I'm gonna get some skills done. While I'm doing that, there are two major things that I'm doing right now. You might see me picking up useless items like a hammer or a knife randomly in OSRS. I do that because even on the main account I'm a little bit of a collector, so I collect that as, I try to collect as many knives as I can without going overboard. And right now I am organizing my bank to make it easier to look at in the future. In my opinion, the bronze sword and the wooden shield that you get at Tutorial Island is really just worth money in the beginning because you can get a training sword and a training shield that have the same combat stats for free. So that's what I'm getting now. Also, I can use the Grand Exchange for flipping. I can't use the Grand Exchange for skilling, and I can't sell to the Grand Exchange while skilling. So these general stores and the stores that sell or buy the things that I'm making will be my best friend in this game. Now that I got the egg for the Cook's Assistant quest, I'm going to talk to Fred the Farmer to start that quest before I get the other materials for the Cook's Assistant quest. And then a little bit later I'm going to start working on some skilling. And there's the wheat for the flour, so now I just need the milk, and I'll be ready for the Cook's Assistant quest. And since I'm already here, I already bought the shears for the sheep shearer quest. I had the ingredients I need for the Cook's Assistant quest, so on my way back, I'll collect the wool that I need and then spin it into yarn so I can give it back to Fred the Farmer, get 2 quests done almost back to back. And as I pass the wool and the thread, I'll complete the sheep shear quest. I got the cook's assistant quest done earlier, and now it's time to get into some skilling. Wood cutting, fleshing. That's going to be where the money's at later on. I'm going to keep my basic gear in the bank, and I'll put my collectibles in the bank. I'll keep out an axe and a knife so that I can cut down trees and fletch it into arrow shafts, which later I can fletch it into bows, and that's where the money's at in the early game, in my opinion. Level 2 wood cutting. Level 3 wood cutting. Level 4 wood cutting. Level 5 wood cutting. Level 6 wood cutting. That's level 7 with one more inventory spot for logs before I start fletching. Level 2 fletching. This is a small grind. I'm going to skip ahead of every once in a while just to speed things up. And that's level 8 wood cutting. Level 9 wood cutting. 10 wood cutting. And now we got level 3 fletching. Level 11 wood cutting. Wood cutting. 13 wood cutting. We're at 4 fletching. That's 14 wood cutting. 15 wood cutting. And now we're at level 5 fletching. So at this point, I want to start working on my crafting so I can craft some flax into bowstring so I can make bows, because it's a good money maker. So now I'm gonna head off and work on getting my crafting up. So, as I was recording this, I probably picked one of the harder ways to train crafting in the beginning. I'm mining clay and turning it into clay pottery. So, let's see how it goes. In RuneScape 3, clay mining and crafting is a lot easier. It's all done in Barbarian Village. But um, when I started doing this video, I thought it was like RuneScape 3, but I learned the hard way that OSRS is still a lot different towards clay mining and crafting. To get started, I brought my pickaxe and I'm ready to mine some clay. And I did notice the mugger that was nearby that he'd be bothering me, so I did move my mining spot. But now for the next 10 minutes or so, I'll be mining clay, and I'll try to speed through it so that you don't have to watch it all. Once again, I got confused with RS3, and I thought I can just use the clay on the water, but I need to fill the jug up with water, so this is going to be a little bit slow at first, because I only used one jug of water. I didn't really use a lot of inventory space rather than bank space, but I did upgrade my setup to 5 jugs of water later on, and I'll try to speed things up. And now I got a full inventory of soft plates, and I'm going to Barbarian Village to make some pottery. At the moment, my goal is to get to level 10 crafting so that I can make turn flax into bowstring so that I can make bows. So this is gonna be a little bit of a grind, but I'll speed things up as I go through it. So far I've got 2 inventories of soft clay. I'm almost at level 10 crafting, so I think one more inventory should do it. And now I'm getting ready to do my last inventory of soft clay, and hopefully this gets us to level 10. And finally we're at level 10 crafting, so we're ready to make some bowstrings, but first I'll finish up with this pottery, put it all in the bank, and then head over to Catherby to start making some bowstrings and bows. brought some bread and cooked shrimp from Tutorial Island so that if I do get attacked by a wolf on Wolf Mountain, um, it won't completely cripple me. I'll still be able to make it to Cather Beach. And now I'm collecting some flax, spinning it into some bowstring, and I'll be ready to make some basic bows in a little while. What I liked about this location is there's lots of flax, there's a spinning wheel, and there's an archery shop really close by, so it's good for an Ironman. But I must say, at the end of this episode I'm going to be changing some of the rules, because some of the rules don't really make sense, but we'll see that at the end of the episode. Just to be clear, for level 10 crafting and level 5 fletching, I think, I made 480 GP for almost a full inventory, so it is a pretty good moneymaker. It's even better when you got oak logs or willow logs or maple logs or yew logs. It's a lot better, but for being self-sufficient, it's a pretty good moneymaker. First episode, with very minimal levels, no grand exchange, no, no other income. I've made 890 GP, so I consider that pretty well for the first video. And now that this episode is over with, I have updated the rules, because it didn't make sense that I can flip at the Grand Exchange, but I can't sell what I made at the Grand Exchange. So, the new rules is I cannot buy skilling items from the Grand Exchange, I cannot buy quest items from the Grand Exchange, I cannot buy gear or supplies from the Grand Exchange, I can sell items I personally harvested or crafted, I can use the Grand Exchange for flipping or buying bonds, but I can't sell any items that are not in their final useful state. So if I go fishing and I catch raw tuna, I can't use it, but I can't sell it. But if I cook that raw tuna, I can sell it at the Grand Exchange. So with those new rules in place, I plan to be making a lot more money in the future because the Grand Exchange pays a bit better than the NPC shop. But those are the new rules for the Near Ironman challenge. One more thing, if you like this challenge and you want to be seeing more of me, please like, comment, and subscribe because every comment, every like, every subscriber really helps me out. Thank you.